Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another legal breaking reporting and video analysis update and your morning briefing for today, Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. Let's get into our morning briefing by the Washington Post. Shout out to Hannah, Joel, and everyone out at the Washington Post. Let's get into the morning briefing. Before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and subscribe for more legal breaking news that you need to know about.
It's Election Day in America. That's where we're starting the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Tuesday, November 4th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Voters are casting ballots today in state and local elections around the country. Polls opened at 6 a.m. in 3 key races in New York, Virginia, and New Jersey. Republicans are hoping to build on their growing support in New Jersey by winning the governor's race. And in Virginia, voters are poised to select their first female governor, no matter who wins. That race between Democrat Abigail Spanberger and Republican Winsome Earl Sears is being seen as a referendum on the administration of President Donald Trump. Spanberger rallied her supporters in Richmond yesterday.
So I'm excited because I plan on sending an extraordinary message to the rest of the country. I plan on ensuring that we don't just win tomorrow, but that we crush it tomorrow.
That audio comes to us from Forbes. Earl Sears also spoke at a rally on Sunday, broadcast on Fox 5 DC.
I have more than 81 sheriffs who have endorsed me. Yes, Republicans and Democrats and independents have endorsed me. We are going to win. We are going to win.
In New York City, voters are picking their next mayor. Democrat Zohran Mamdani is expected to become the city's youngest mayor since 1892. Together, the results will offer a snapshot of the nation's political mood, 1 year out from the midterm elections. You can follow our homepage or app today for live updates from each race. Number 2 is some breaking news. Dick Cheney has died. Cheney was the 46th Vice President of the U.S., serving under George W. Bush between 2001 and 2009. As Vice President, he set the nation's course as none in his role had done before. After the attacks of September 11, 2001, the Republican became the chief architect of the war on terrorism. In his later years, he spoke out against the abuse of presidential power by President Trump. A statement from his family said he died last night due to complications of pneumonia and cardiac and vascular disease. He was 84 years old. A majority of Americans blame President Trump for rising prices. That's number 3. According to a new poll from the Post, ABC News, and Ipsos, roughly 6 in 10 Americans blame Trump a great deal or a good amount for the current rate of inflation and rising prices. Utility costs have jumped 12% in the past year. Grocery prices have risen by 3%, with some products seeing more dramatic increases. Americans are really feeling it. About 7 in 10 in our poll said their grocery costs have risen in the past year. But there was some good news yesterday for the millions of Americans who rely on SNAP benefits to buy food. The Trump administration said it will release funds to pay for half a month of benefits. 2 courts had ordered the administration to release the money to avoid forcing almost 42 million Americans into food insecurity. Number 4 is a Post exclusive. A secretive network of billionaires is shaping the future of MAGA. You've probably never heard of Chris Buskirk. He's a low-profile Arizona insurance entrepreneur and conservative media figure. He also helms the Rockbridge Network. That's a secretive group that has become one of the most influential forces in Republican politics. Political strategists credit this close-knit network of businessmen and donors with helping fuel President Trump's re-election last year, and with propelling one of their own, J.D. Vance, into the vice presidency. Rockbridge's goal is for the MAGA movement to outlive Trump. It has no website or public-facing entity, but it has significant funding from tech leaders. And it is gearing up to influence the 2026 midterms and the 2028 presidential contest. Many Rockbridge members hope that Vance will be the Republican nominee. Number 5. A former Israeli military official is being held for leaking a video of an abused Gaza detainee. In July last year, leaked footage from a notorious Israeli detention center, Sede Teiman, sparked outrage around the world. It allegedly showed Israeli soldiers sexually assaulting a Palestinian detainee from Gaza. Major General Ifat Tomo Yerushalmi was the Israeli military's top lawyer. Last week, she admitted to leaking the video and resigned from her job. She wrote, "There are acts that must not be committed, even against the most despicable of detainees." Yesterday, she was detained on charges that included obstruction of justice, fraud, and abuse of office. Israel's right-wing establishment has tried to paint her as a traitor. Increasing your daily steps could delay symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. That's number 6. A new study is going to inspire you to get your steps in today. Researchers found that when people with early pre-symptomatic Alzheimer's disease walked 3,000 to 5,000 steps a day, they managed to delay their cognitive decline by 3 years. That's compared to people who walked less. And it seems like the more you walk, the better. People who walked 5,000 to 7,000 steps a day delayed their decline by 7 years on average. The study suggests that regular physical activity can help slow the progression of a disease that afflicts millions of Americans. And at number 7, thieves are stealing Pokémon cards. If you were cooler than me in middle school, allow me to explain what Pokémon cards are. Basically, they are cards depicting the beloved cartoon monsters from the Pokémon franchise. They can be traded or collected or pitted head-to-head. They had a big comeback during the pandemic, and some of them are worth a lot, thousands of dollars a piece. One rare card sold for more than $5 million. That has proved very tempting to bad actors. In recent weeks, a series of heists have targeted DC area card shops and even a collector's home. Similar incidents are popping up around the country. The thieves are hoping to discover rare, valuable cards inside the unopened, stolen packs. Needless to say, this is not at all what the Pokémon theme song meant when it told fans, "Gotta catch 'em all." Alright, you're all caught up. For your next listen, check out the latest episode of Post Reports. It dives deeper into how SNAP recipients are stretching their food budgets while the program's federal funding is uncertain. Find Post Reports wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and enjoy. And please follow along for all the more legal breaking news that you need to know about. More to come soon. And for those of you in New Jersey and New York, remember to flood the voting sites with all the Democratic votes that we can get, and please vote yes on Proposition 50 to save democracy. I will meet you guys back here tonight for the evening news reports.